everybody, hey everybody, hey everybody. Welcome back to the show. Wow, man, we're up to like episode 11 already. 11. I just want to say thank y'all for sticking with Big Unk and being here. Man, we're up to 11. So, you know, shows can be all like good and fun and everything like that, but today's show is going to be a little different. Okay, we're going to get a little serious today, and before we jump into Bong of the Week, I just wanted to let you know that today we're going to be talking about mental health and mental health awareness and some of the things that go along with it. So there may be some content, and maybe I should issue a content warning or trigger warning for later on, but you know, I hope y'all stick around. This is really important work that's coming on, and I just want to give a shout out to our special guest, Rebecca Boardman. She's going to be on today, and we're going to be talking about what she does, how she engages her deadly juice, and how she vibes on. So she does a lot of good work out there. So, you know, like I said, just stick around. Today's going to be a good show. It's an important show. Stick around. I love y'all. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to Bong of the Week. Today we're going to be talking about the Dino Bong. Dino Bong. This is an interesting little bong. You're probably looking at it and you're going, man, that looks more like just like a fancy pipe or something there. Well, I mean, what you got going on there, Big Unk? Well, this is all made of silicone. It is completely silicone. Okay, that's just too much fun. Okay, but it's completely silicone. But what's special about this is really cool. This thing right here, the lid, just pops right off. Look at that. Comes right off there. Ain't that really neat? Yeah, and then you just put water down here in your reservoir. There's your little uptake and everything. You can put water down there. You can probably put a little bit of crushed ice in there with your water if you really want to get that water nice and cold. And then this still it just pops right back in there. You just got to pop it right back in. And if you want to make it all pretty, you can line up your little dinosaur bones and whatnot so it looks all pretty. It says "RAR" on it, RAR. So today with the little Dino Bong, this is cool. This is just a neat little piece. You know, you don't have to worry about if you knock this off the counter or something like that. It's just all silicone plastics. Pretty cool. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be trying out a new strain, and this strain is called Zope. Yeah, you heard me right, Zope. I don't know what that means. I don't know what Zope is. I have no idea. But I know here's all the stuff about Zope and everything. Yeah, it's a hybrid, as you can see. It's got a fruity smell too. Man, that smells really good. I like when they got those fruity smells, kind of. Man, they remind me like of the islands or someplace. You know, someplace with a lot of flowers and fruit. And oh man, you know what I mean. So before we get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to all the great people over here. at Rocky's Pot Shop, and they're located right here. Boop. So if you're in the greater Oklahoma City area, why don't you rush right out there and give Zope a try, or any of the other strains that they carry. That, man, they got everything. And again, I'm going to set this up for next week. I know I've been promising that Big Unc's going to be doing a show from Rockies. I'm going to be out there really soon. Just been really busy. So Zope, yeah. So, Rocky's Pot Shop. So I just want to remind everybody that I do reside in Oklahoma, where I do have my medical card, and it is legal. So that I ask that everybody out there to buy responsibly. So anyways, let's give this a try. This is Zope in the Dino Bong. Zope. Man, that's such a cool name. I don't know what that means, but let's give this a little try. That's just too weird. You can definitely taste the kind of the fruity flavor in it. It's not very strong. It's not very powerful. It's pretty light for a strain, but the flavor is really good. Man, let's hit that again real quick. Wow, I like that. That's got a really nice flavor. It's you can feel it. It's slow. This one is one of these nice mellow ones where you just kind of smoke on, I think, all day. But man, I feel it. I give this a 8.5 on my vibe scale. That's pretty good. And for this little Dino Bong, man, this little bone, like I said, this is just a little cool little piece. It's just a little thing. It's just, some bongs are big, some are small, but some out there ain't there at all. But you know what I mean? But it's man, that's a good little bong. So hey, if you see this out there in the world, you gotta check it out. That's a cool little thing. You can take it along with you without taking glass pieces and worried about breaking them and stuff. That's really cool. Y'all stick around. Love y'all. Peace.
If you go to Troy, glory will be yours. The world will remember your name.
Achilles!
Never hesitate. Get up into Troy.
Hey y'all, before we get started in the next segment, I just wanted to again tell you that we are going to be talking about mental health, and that we are going to be talking about the importance of it, and I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of content warning and a trigger warning that I want to issue just in case. But this is important work, and I hope you stick around because, man, this is what this is important. It's what Big Unk wants to get out into the world. He wants us to connect with the people that do this kind of work. Man, we just trying to make it a better place. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. Hey everybody! Welcome back to this segment of the show. Man, we got a lot of stuff going on today. In fact, we got a new guest on this week. I'd like to introduce you all to Miss Rebecca Boardman. Now, she does a lot, y'all. And so I'm going to have to read this off the paper because I can't remember this.
So y'all hang on. Here we go. All right. Rebecca is a PATH, P-A-T-H, PATH, international equine specialist and a graduate of the Order of Bards, Ovates, and Druids in all 3 grades of their college, which is totally awesome. This is not so much a religious order as a way of being, where the natural world is seen as pivotal to our health, not only physically, but mentally and spiritually. So cool. To work from Bard to Druid takes a minimum of 4 years, which it does, and the education continues for a lifetime. Absolutely. Rebecca has authored over 500 educational articles, served as a professional editor for multiple publications, is an award-winning international artist, and has served as a consultant in various equine programs all over the world. She is an international presenter and speaker and loves to teach, sharing her passion for everything equine. Awesome. She specializes in complex trauma, PTSD, abuse and neglect, animal communication, shamanism, intuitive consulting, and equine human energy work. And Rebecca is available for workshop seminars or travel. Oh my gosh, that is a mouthful.
Yeah, it makes me sound very important, but I promise you have to say those kinds of things on the internet. Otherwise, you're just another person. So if you don't beat your own drum, who's going to do it for you, right?
That's exactly true. Well, it sounds like you do incredible work. Could you share a little bit about what art therapy is?
Okay, the horse therapy that we do, it goes under art because that's I guess you call the acronym for Arabian rescue therapy. And so many different places have acronyms, so art was ours. We do equine-assisted psychotherapy, which is not the same as hippotherapy. Hippotherapy is what you think of generally when you think of horse therapy. That's where people ride the horses, like people with physical disabilities and that kind of thing. It helps them because when you ride a horse, there's all kinds of parts of your body and muscles that you use. And so it helps them rehabilitate. Equine-assisted psychotherapy is a very different modality, and it's really hard to explain. It's something you almost have to see to believe. But the simplest way to put it is, number one, anybody who's been around horses pretty much ever knows that they can sense your emotions. They pick up on your energy, whether, like, if you're angry and you try to go catch your horse that you've had your whole life, they're going to pick up that you're mad, and generally they're going to be like, oh, hell no, I'm out. No way, I'm out of here. If you are happy and, you're feeling good about life in general, chances are they're going to be like, yeah, hey, that's cool. And sometimes if you're sad, they'll actually come seek you out like a dog and try to comfort you. So, yeah, it's really cool. Because horses are such fantastic mirrors of human emotion, they bring out the emotion in the people who do this kind of therapy. And then by bringing out that emotion, they become metaphors for whatever the client's problems are. So in other words, they become symbols of, let's say, I'll give you an example. So let's say we have somebody come out and they're in the round pen, because it's very much like play therapy in that we have space, right, and the horses are loose in the space. Okay. And they might say to us, well, what is that one's name? And we don't tell them anything. We tell them 0. And we say, well, what do you want that one's name to be? And of course they're frustrated and they're like, well, what do you mean? Don't you have a name for it? Yeah. And we'll say yes. We'll say yes, but I'll tell you what, who does it remind you of in your life? And you can see the wheels spinning. And then they might say, well, it kind of reminds me of my brother. And so then you refer to the horse as big brother or little brother, whoever it was that they're thinking of. And then the stuff that happens that I can't explain, like I said, you have to see it, because I am a firm believer in science, absolutely. And a lot of things that happen in this type of therapy, seem very woo-woo, and I tend to believe that woo-woo is just science that hasn't been explained yet. And so that kind of stuff happens in what we do all the time. That horse will then bring out things that the client just intuitively thinks of with, like, brother, okay? And then it can turn, very powerful very quickly. Maybe brother abused them. Maybe brother abandoned them. Maybe brother was their only parent. See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it can become very deep very quickly. And that is what makes it so potent as a tool for mental health. So there you go.
That's amazing.
It is.
It's I would imagine it's really good for people that suffer from PTSD or have these trauma-related events in their life, and they're able to almost revisit them, but in a safe way and in a way that they work through these things. But it's
nonverbal. People
exactly.
People who experience, let's say, I'm going to use several different examples. A veteran who has seen unspeakable things, especially the men in our society. We don't give them the tools that they need anyway to be able to communicate emotion and things that, it's seen as weak if men cry or if they're vulnerable or all that. So here you have this generation of men who have been taught not to communicate, and then they see these horrible things in warfare, and they're just supposed to man up,
exactly.
Get on with their lives. And then it eats them alive.
Yes,
and
it does.
Tears away their mental health. And are they going to be more comfortable in an office where they have to sit down with a total stranger and spill their guts?
Exactly.
Or are they going to be with an animal that I have had decorated Marines that were afraid of horses? These are big, powerful animals.
Right.
And so to be in the presence of an animal that doesn't require you to talk in order to communicate. It's that horses communicate non-verbally, and those of us that do this kind of therapy, we are very skilled at reading body language. So we are able to, for want of a better expression, read the client as they're interacting with the horses. And humans are animals.
Yes.
We still communicate. Yeah, we still communicate non-verbally.
Yes,
so
we do.
It's very easy to read, let's say, a veteran who is suddenly experiencing an intense moment with one of the horses.
Right.
And because the horse is there and it's safe and it's nonverbal, you are far more likely to be able to access those emotions than you would be otherwise.
Instead of trying to verbalize what you're feeling, you just allow yourself to feel.
Exactly. And we as the counselors will very gently, we will ask open-ended questions such as, how are you feeling right now? Or the horse just stepped closer to you. How did that make you feel? Or the horse stepped away from you. Yeah. How did that? And you can see how this applies very, very simply then to early childhood trauma, where again, you're a child without the words.
Right.
So, people who have been horribly abused as children when they had no words, I'm not sure how much you're aware of as far as psychotherapy, but you kind of get stuck at the ages where abuse happened.
Yep.
So if you have early childhood trauma, there's a huge portion of your subconscious that has no words for the things that happened to you.
Exactly.
And so the same type of modality that works for all of this across the board, PTSD, complex PTSD, sexual abuse, sexual trauma, sexual assault, all of those things. It's very powerful therapy for those things.
Yes, it is. That's amazing. That is amazing work. And I think it's amazing because I speak to it I am a veteran myself, served during the Desert Storm. I suffer from PTSD. And I went through different avenues of dealing with my mental health, but to be able to do that with an animal, oh my gosh, I could see the benefits for veterans, especially for, like you said, for men that were raised like me, who were never allowed to feel, to emote. So to have that moment where we can have that moment of silence with just that animal, just to feel that, I can see how powerful and moving that really can be. That is amazing work, man.
Thank you.
That is so beautiful. That's just amazing. Yeah, so I would like to tell everybody out there, if you are a veteran and you are struggling with mental health and PTSD, that this is probably an avenue you should check out. I will definitely have all the information for the Arabian horse rescue therapy, everything. I'll have that all posted. I'll have it in the details following the show too. So that's really amazing work. So you also not only save people, but you also save horses too, don't you?
I was just about to get into that. I was like, and don't forget this. We're talking about the sacred hoop. So one of the most important things to do is to continue. You want to use that sacred hoop as an example for your life. Exactly. And so what this all started with, I mean, I didn't graduate high school and I'm going to go be an equine therapist. That, life almost never happens that way. I started rescuing horses going on 18 years ago. It started out as just helping a friend, and it escalated very quickly. And everybody has a knack. Everybody's got a knack for something. And my knack is with animals, particularly horses. I can take the worst of the worst. I mean, horses that so many people are put them down, where they're starved or they're generally they would come into us near death. Right. Honestly, that's what they would be. I've had horses whose hip bones were actually punctured through their hides. And generally when they're starved like that, they're not just starved, they're sick, because when you get weak like that, you get sick. And generally horses that come from slaughter lots, which that's an entirely different subject, which I'm not going to get on because we don't have enough time. Right. Generally, those horses that come from slaughter lots have been exposed to every kind of creepy crawly virus, but name it. Yeah. So they'll come to us, and I'm just this I want everybody out there who sees this to know I am not wealthy. Not rich. Right. Okay. I drove a 20-year-old truck. I mean, my newest truck I got 3 years ago. 10 years old at the time. So wow. Yeah. Every penny that we make generally goes back into the work we do. I am the definition of nonprofit. I get you. I was a vet tech, so I can take these super sick horses and get them well. And it takes time. It takes time, but we get them well. Now, here's the cool part. When I launched in 2016, and I had been thinking about doing this for a while, what we do is the horses that come in and horses can be mentally ill as well. Very much. The trauma that they have endured at the hands of people can be I just can't. So while they're rehabilitating with us, I don't even know how to explain it. They connect with people who have had the same problems. Wow. It is unbelievable. I've seen things blow you out of your socks. That's amazing. It's amazing. It's incredible. But you'll have these that, have just been so traumatized and they don't want anything to do with people. And then you'll have, let's say, a kid come in that's nonverbal that had, saw their parent OD and were in the bathroom with their dead parent for 7 before they were found. So this little kid who's probably 7 years old, he can't say, he's hardly spoken. And here's this horse that hates people, and he'll go right over to that kid.
Wow.
Right over to that kid. And that kid will connect with that horse. And like I said, so yes, Sacred Hoop, you save the horses who would die otherwise.
Right.
While they are getting better, they help people who are sick,
Yes.
emotionally, and then those people in turn, or other people, help more horses, and it just goes around.
It creates this new cycle, a new cycle of all these good things that are happening. That's oh my gosh, that's just
And then we rehome a vast majority of the horses that we take, but good Lord, we have a bunch that can't be rehomed. You know,
Right.
they're either they're old. I've got a couple that are psychotic. You know,
right, yeah.
You know, they're fine for me, but you know, they definitely wouldn't be okay for other people.
Right.
But yeah, that's what we do.
That's amazing. The work that you do is just, it's amazing. And I love hearing these stories about people who are doing so much good in the world. And that's what this channel is about. It's about connecting people and about, you know, hey, let's engage our deadly juice as you have, and we'll vibe on. So you've engaged that part of you, that part of you, that authentic self of yourself, and you're going out there and you're saving lives. You know, it's
I think I've said a few. Just a
beautiful.
few. But a few is awesome.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you know, what's my favorite Christmas show of all time? It's a Wonderful Life. You may think that you aren't making a difference, but you have no idea of the effect that you're having in the world just by, you know, that one act of kindness at a time.
Exactly.
You have no clue how far that single act that you do, how much it can affect the entire world. So
Absolutely. And I've said this many times, you know, you can light 1,000,000 candles off one candle, and the life of that one candle will not diminish.
that's true.
And
That's
so it's like, yeah, we're just bringing this love and light to the world through this ways. You know, there's a word that, you know, the Lakota use, and it's a ho, which is a thank you, but we say matakiyasi, which means all my relations. You know, and it's nice to know that there are still people in the world that realize this, that we are all related, that we are all interconnected, and we depend on each other.
And we need to more right now, more than ever.
And we do need that more than ever. And
There's so divisiveness right now, and it's like, just take a deep breath. You know,
absolutely.
we are all, every one of us, and we just need to remember that. Whenever people are trying to divide us, we need to remember that we all want the same things. We all want our children to be happy and healthy. We want a roof over our head. We want to know we're safe. Basic human needs. We're all the same.
Exactly. Well, it has been an absolute pleasure having you on my show. And to let you know, I will be sending you some of the Big Unk official Deadly Juice eyewear.
Oh, cool.
Sunglasses that I give to all my special guests. I'll be sending you a few pair out there. I'll give it to you later to see how many pairs I need to send you for everybody that you work with, for all those. I will get these to you. And also, there's information on the back of the card that if you get anybody to sign up and to subscribe to the show, they'll get a pretty pair of shades. And these are guaranteed to make your Deadly Juice 35% better.
All right. I'll be putting this on my Facebook channel and a link to it on Instagram, all the different social media things.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, everybody, I'd like to, again, thank you, Rebecca, for being on the show. What you do is amazing. Just keep vibing on, doing what you do. Oh, y'all, I ain't got words. Here goes my heart. It's exploding.
No,
my heart's exploding.
Here, I'll catch it.
So thank you very much.
All right, have a great day.
Hey y'all. Thank you for being here for the show. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a little different. It was a little heavier this time, but it's important work and we need to get it out there. You know, we just need to get everybody to vibe on. Let's get everybody to engage their deadly juices and vibe on and be the star of the day on. Ain't that awesome, man? So again, as we're closing out the show, I want to say thank you to Rebecca for being such a great guest and sharing the work that you do. That's important work. Thank you so much. Again, my heart's exploding. Oh man, y'all make my heart explode with the work you do. I also want to just say, you know, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Come on, let's spread the word around there. Let's get the love out there. You know, let's get the love. I appreciate it if you do. So as we're signing off, you know, today, I just want to remember, hey, if you or a loved one is struggling with your mental health or anything like that, following the show and in the description, I will have links to and phone numbers of places that you can call if you need help. Okay? So remember, engage your deadly juice and vibe on. Hey, I'll see you next time for episode 12. Big 12. The Big 12. Hey, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. The Big 12. Y'all remember Big 12? Oh, yeah, Big 12. But anyways, but we're just going to go on. We're just going to go on. Hey, appreciate y'all. Much love. Y'all take care. Love, peace, chicken grease. Bye-bye.
Waste your mind on nursery rhymes, fairy tales, blood and wine. There's turtles on the way down the line. So to reach their own till we go home. Further realms our souls must roam, to and through the myth that we call space and time.
Hey everybody, how you doing? You know, we're just gonna dance, but you know, dance party's pretty cool. But I would really like to have you all send in some videos of you just dancing that I can throw in on my show. Let's all get together and just have a big dance party. So if you'd like, send me a little snippet of you just dancing and getting your groove on or whatever, or doing something that you feel is your vibe. Send me your vibe. What is it that you vibe on, man? And let's put it all together and we'll just, at the end of the show, we'll close it out and we'll just call it the Dance Party Vibe On, okay? So, let's go ahead. And 3, and... Wait, did I say 3? Yeah. In 3,